do I have to put down? What have I been taught that isn't real? What circles do I have to surround myself with? What networks do I have to be with? I'm here to empower you. This is just the beginning. This ain't no one stream. This is life. You 930 with me for the rest of your life. Do you understand? Guys, this is more than one individual here. This ain't the Luke story, Belmar. Like this isn't the story of Luke Belmar. This ain't the story of Luke Belmar. This is your story. I just happen to be a guy that's in your life right now. A stepping stone to your success. I need you to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, dude, like how bad do you want this shit, bro? Like, this ain't about the Lambo. This ain't about the Rollie. This is about getting the out, bro. Or just keep living your life. Keep living in a lie. Keep living a lie. This is for the brave. This is for the brave of heart. The ones that want to assume responsibility for their life. It's like Braveheart said, either you give me freedom or you give me death. You give me freedom or you give me death, bro. When you're at the bottom of the barrel, what do you have to lose? You got nothing to your name. Nothing. You have no money. You have no resources. You have no connection. You have no network. You have no education. You have nothing. What do you have to lose besides going after and chasing it, bro? Chase it. Like your life depends on it, because it does. It's your life, bro. Be responsible for it. Quit blaming other people, bro. You're the scammer. You said, I'm gonna do this, and you don't do it. You say, I'm gonna drop this habit, and you don't drop it. You're a scammer. Quit talking to me about what Joe Schmo didn't do, the course that didn't work. You didn't work. You didn't work. You're the scam. Quit self-sabotaging yourself, dude. Stop with the self-sabotage. Blaming the president, blaming the race, blaming the slavery, blaming the oh, it's the white racist dude on the stream. Oh, it's my parents. Oh, it's my age. Age is just a number, bro. You are scamming yourself. Take life by the horns, bro. Put in the hours, dude. Live a life of purpose. I care about you guys. I don't know a lot of you guys, but like, guys, I wouldn't be here otherwise. I'm not here in the game to tell you about how to bitches, how to do this dumbass shit, bro. Oh, men are better than women. Blah, 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 blah. This is all peasant talk, bro. I ain't about that shit. I ain't about that shit, bro. That's dumb. You go f around with $50 in your bank account thinking that you're the G because you can pull some hoe? You ain't no G, bro. I need you to share this to somebody who's ready to wake up. That's the name of the game.
There's a verse in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. When you speak to yourself, when you spend time alone, do you analyze who you are? Do you think about who you want to become? Or are you just guided by the ebbs and flows and the things of the world or the things that are tossed to you by culture? Or do you have an anchor? Do you have some sort of reference point that you utilize as a beacon of truth? Because what you think about dictates your reality. Let me explain. I've said it once, but I'll say it again, that your thoughts lead to actions, and actions lead to behaviors, and behaviors lead to lifestyle, and that your lifestyle dictates your destiny. So we reverse engineer that. Ultimately, your thoughts dictate your destiny. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Now the question is, how do you change the way that you think? Well, you have to change the input. You have to change
themselves. They're operating on autopilot. They're reacting to their environment.
That's the big thing, man. And that's why it was important for me to finally realize, stop being all these fake people I used to be. Stop being afraid. There was no growth until I cut myself down to nothing, to the person I really was, the real human being. And once I found out who I really was, that's when I started growing. I was trying to build on top of a lied, fucked up foundation. You can't build a house on a fucked up foundation. So I had to get down to the actual mineral soil of who I was, and that's when you can start real growth.
And what is the role that suffering plays in that, or the willingness to suffer?
It starts to peel all those layers away, all those artificial layers away. If you're willing to suffer and go back in the grind, that internal dialogue you have with yourself when you're in misery and you're uncomfortable, it's a real, scary, unfiltered, no lying dialogue between you and yourself. And people know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about when you're in a bad spot in life and your mind is saying all kind of shit. That's who you really are. That's the real you. No Rocky Balboa moments going on up there. Yeah. You're like, hey, you know, it's round 14. Let's come on. We got this. No, it's like, fuck this. I'm out of here, man. This is crazy. That's where the growth happens. When you're able to stay in that moment and talk yourself back into the suck of wherever you're going through, and you start stripping those layers away. But as you're stripping those layers away, you're building calluses over top of shit in your mind. That's where the growth starts to happen, is when you have to force yourself to stay in it. You can't leave it. Like that first 100-mile race I've talked about several times, where I lost everything.
Still the hardest physical thing you've ever done, right?
Yes, physically and mentally, because like you just said, I was unprepared for that race.
No training. You should just recap it. Like zero training, running 100 miles so that you could...
And it was like 3 days later, I'm in a 100-mile race, no training at all. And when you do that, it is stupid. But what it does, if you're not going to quit it, like you just talked about, it breaks you down to nothing. You are suffering so badly mentally and physically that all of these demons are coming up. And you're trying to find answers, and you're trying to find answers. It was like living 19 hours. It's like 5 years I put into 19 hours of highs and lows and pitfalls and seeing the sun come up. And it was like, my God, I lived 5 years in 19 hours. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
So do you find yourself chasing that now with every ultra challenge?
No, because once you realize what you get from ultra, what you get from life, I can apply that now just by sitting here with you. You know, those tools now, I don't need to go out, even though I still do it, and go out and hammer. The hammering part is like, you know, it's like a purging of the soul. And you go out there and hammer out there.
You got to do that every once in a while.
You got to hammer, man. You got to get after it. But now I figured out so many different ways and so many different tools through all of the journeys I've been through just growing up, man. Just being mature, you know, just being really mature.
But where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
It's warm on the couch.
That's
your
it.
missus says stay in bed.
That's it.
It's comfy,
That's
it's
it.
cozy,
That's
you've got
it.
work later on, you had an argument last night, you're slightly
it.
hungover.
Because I know every motherfucker ain't going to do what I'm going to do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me fucking happy, what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, you know, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
The things that you allow yourself to be nurtured by. This isn't just food, right? But it's what you listen to, who you hang out with, what you do with your hands, with your eyes and your ears that nurture your spirit or they take away. They build your character or they destroy your innocence. And you know the things that I'm talking about, the things that are holding you back, the things that are pushing you away from your fullest potential. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Who do you want to be? And what must you sacrifice in order to become that person? Do you meditate day and night about those goals and those objectives in that dream life that you want? Or do you settle for the things of the world? You settle for the things of the system. You settle for the things that have been given to you, but they don't belong to you. You've been told how to think. You've been told what a man is. You've been told what a woman is, but you've never even actually explored who you are. Maybe you should think more. Henry Ford famously said that the hardest job in the world is to think, hence why most people don't engage in it. So as I speak to you, I actually speak to myself. I often do these exercises where I just think out loud and I try to synthesize my ideas in a way that are clear. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The input will dictate the output. The input will dictate your character. The input will dictate your desires, because your desires only grow based off of what you feed. So the question is, what do you feed your mind? What do you feed into the stream of consciousness that you tap into every single day? When you wake up, what is it that you desire, my friend? Do you desire things that push you closer to God, closer to your goals, or that push you away? If the answer is, it's pushing me away, then it's time to change. Because at the end of the day, the only person that you're hurting is yourself, so you might as well develop healthy thinking patterns, healthy ways of experiencing life, so you maintain your purity and your innocence. And through that, you allow God to work and to show you the beauties of this world. I've always thought about traveling the world. I've always thought about enjoying the beauty of creation. And here I am in my 20s doing exactly that. I thought who I wanted to become. I developed those thoughts in the three-dimensional world through manifestation and through action, and with a little bit of faith and a little bit of effort and a lot of belief, you turn dreams into a reality. As a man thinketh, so is he.
Where you are in life right now is exactly where you chose to be, whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not. That is the reality of the situation. There's a plethora of opportunity, access, and information out there for you to become successful, for you to build the life that you want. But the truth is that you don't think it's possible, and that you're comfortable with the life that you have. Therefore, you live and operate accordingly. Now, if you want a better life, you have to make better decisions, and I continue emphasizing this point because a lot of you guys don't seem to understand. And since it is a good point, I have to make the point over and over and over again in order for it to be inserted into your brains in a permanent fashion. So if the life that you have is the life that you chose, and where you are right now is by choice, just like I'm standing here in beautiful Geneva, walking at 11:30, and now I'm gonna probably go have some lunch at the garden place right there. I think that's the Windsor Hotel, 1,500 a night. Pretty fucking nice. I chose to be here. I put my video game character here. Where's your video game character right now? Where is it? Where have you positioned it to be? Oh yeah, but my life, my parents, I'm a third world country. I'm from a third world country. Look at me now. What? You can't do it. Who's holding you back? The system, the man, the woman, the ideology, the culture? Fuck all that stuff, bro. If you want to become a high-tier individual, and if you want to live life on your own terms and be the wielder of your future, the main character of your life, then you need to start moving with intention. You need to start moving and operating with a lot of power. You need to move as if you own this place, and you will. Because if somebody else was able to do it and somebody else was able to be successful in the past, why can't you be that person? So where you are right now in life, whether you believe it or not, is where you chose to be. And that is the truth. So ladies and gentlemen, where do you want to be?
From David Goggins, and I created Goggins. And that journey is a priceless journey that is hard for me to even explain to people because it sounds so quick and easy. Like I lost this weight and I went through 3 hell weeks. I went to Ranger School, went to Delta Force Selection, whatever it is. It was brutal. It's a brutal journey every fucking day. And everybody goes, well, are you happy? If anybody knows my life story, and I'll try to give you just a snippet of it, where I'm at today is in front of Joe Rogan telling you my life. To get through where I became, to get through where I'm at now, there's nothing but pride I have for myself that I can't really show people. Because I have this face that they see like, are you happy? What's wrong with you? I'm driven. I'm obsessed. And that's what you see.
So you come back, you do the quarter mile,
Right.
You walk back home. How do you regroup?
So what I did, I sat down there and I put Rocky in. I got my milkshake, put Rocky. I said, you know what? I was big time in Rocky and Platoon. Why Platoon? I love to see people who were getting beat down. And there's scenes. There's scenes that just drove me. And people in my Hell Weeks, I was in 3 of them, they'd always hear me singing these songs, humming these songs in torturous situations. When everybody's quitting, it's fucking cold. I would be somewhere gone, somewhere fucking dark as shit. There's a scene in Platoon when Barnes shoots Elias, and they think Elias is dead, and the choppers are taking off, and Charlie Sheen's asking, Tom Berenger, where's Elias? Where's Elias? William Dafoe. Oh, I found him back there dead somewhere. And through the woods, the Viet Cong is chasing Elias through the woods and they're shooting him in his fucking back. And all he wants to do is get to the fucking chopper. He's getting shot in his back, he's getting up, he's getting shot in his back, he's getting up. And you see this guy just fighting. I love the fucking guy who just fucking fights. And so I put these things in as reminders that you're gonna have to fucking suffer, man. This fucking .25, man, man, you're gonna have to fucking suffer to go from this fat, insecure motherfucker to one of the best guys on the planet Earth. This journey is gonna take something that is gonna be incomprehensible to most people. And these different visualizations, how I visualize in my self-talk, it became so nasty and dirty that I almost liked the fact that I went .25. So it became from being defeated to like, man, all right, motherfucker, maybe tomorrow we can go .75. It just became this different mindset. I turned negatives into positives. So I would take it like, who would even think about doing this? So I would sit on my couch saying, who at 297, who can't fucking swim that great, who's scared of the fucking water, would have the fucking balls? Who had the balls to fucking man up, quit a job, and go and just put everything on himself? So it's how I started talking to myself and putting myself in a whole different category, and that would fuel me the next day, and I just kept using that as fuel. No one would do this shit. No one would do this shit. You're the baddest motherfucker around. You're the baddest motherfucker ever lived. And I just kept fueling me with the right kind of message that I needed to hear that I was never telling myself. And through time, it became reality to myself.
There's a lot of people that change who they are depending upon what people want from them.
And that's me.
Yeah, that's important, man. And most people struggle their whole life to find out who they are. Struggle their whole life to find out what defines them, what they actually enjoy and what they don't.
You start putting yourself in situations that suck, you'll find yourself.
Yeah.
You'll find it real quick. It's the only way to find yourself. You don't find yourself, if you like bench pressing and you bench press all the fucking time, what are you finding out? If you like to swim, that's all you want to do is swim, what are you finding out? Put that, people talk about triple down on your fucking strengths.
Right.
That's the fucking weakest shit in the world. No, triple down on your fucking weaknesses.
Yeah.
Find out something about yourself.